More people. So today is another episode. Well, I say no, it's not an episode. Just another talk, another view, another chat, basically. Well, I can't call it a chat because at the end of the day, you guys don't. Well, soon you say you guys as if I even know if anybody's listening to this. But then, one day, at least we started. So let me give you a brief overview of what's been happening in the last couple of days or weeks. As of the last one I uploaded, or I said I recorded, because I'm never uploading them as quick as I record them. I've uploaded one. I got a platform that is free that gives me about 5 hours per month or something like that. So I've uploaded to that platform because as of right now, you're not. Let me not say you're new to the game in all this game. I'm still trying to honestly. I'm being cheap, looking for the not that I'm being cheap. Well, I'm being cheap because I'm still looking for the best free options that I could use, not having to put down any more financial commitments here. And not necessarily because, that's the best way to go, but because, that's the situation at which man is now. So one must cut his coat according to his size. So basically, since the previous episode, right? So I started, when you say just started, sometimes just starting is just starting, So all this while I've been looking, with my SMMA and everything, I'm looking, how do I start? They say, when I'm watching all my YouTube and everything, they say, go calling, just pick up the phone, I just start calling, gather names and list. But to me honestly, the confidence was really just not there. You just start cold calling. So today is the 7th of June 2021. Last week, as of Sunday evening, I think it was Sunday, either Saturday or Sunday evening, I just decided, what exactly is holding me back from reaching out to clients or potential clients, people that could possibly be my clients? And I'm like, let me just even try. I know of some platforms that I could reach people on, so why don't I just try and see what comes out of it? So since Monday, I've been reaching out at least consistently, basically every day, to people that have put their listings on different platforms. Actually, right now, I'm focused on one platform, and I'll even tell you, maybe, I don't know, this might be helpful to somebody, but on Gigi. Now, what I did was, I started looking at different people that had listings, right? And all those listings, because now listings in different categories. So at first this was for Monday. Message a couple of different people, different categories. Just message them. First of all, the first lines I'm still refining it, but the first thing was, hi, I'd like to market your property for you, not your property, like your product for you through social media and things like that. And quite a number of people got back to me. In fact, quite a number of people are still getting back to me from the very, very first initial one. So I just reached out like that, and I kept on messaging. So I just took, after I got I had 3 or 4 different samples. After I wrote one, I am this, I am, wrote it 3 or 4 times. I just copied and started pasting, copy and paste, different industries, right? So because at first what this motivation was, what exactly can I do with 5K? Remember that time I was ranting up there, not ranting, but I was like, somebody telling me, you have plenty of money in your account, and I said, yes, amen, but then, that's like 5K, can you do it? Apart from if I want to buy a bag of pure water, if I buy a bag of pure water, yes, I can make a return on it, but then buying a bag of pure water means I have to actually find somewhere to actually sell those bags of pure water. The person I went to meet, let me buy a bag of pure water, he cannot do it, he doesn't want to put business together, that if he finds somebody else, you can give me. Right? So I started looking, what are the other options, right? As in, based on my current situations, based on things that I could actually see, that what are my current options? So I decided, now the next option I'll probably look at is, why don't I start actually putting up this, reaching out? You reach out and see what's the worst that can come out of it, right? You say, and then what they say no, and then it doesn't, the more no's they say, the more I can refine it and I keep trying. So I looked at it because I met different vendors and just put out, but then I didn't really get anything in terms of locally just putting cash and so that one I just busted. I'm like, hey, why should I let me stop, more like let me refocus. Since I'm saying this is what I'm pushing, right, let me focus on that. So I reached out to a bunch of different people, different I think I've reached out to more than 50 people as of right now, right, this 7 days after. Although maybe I'm not able to do enough because in fact some of those, I think after a certain number of messages or something, they actually block you and then you can't continue sending messages for a couple of hours or something until the next thing. So a number of people actually, as I send them a message, some people actually responded back. Now, people that responded back, some, of course, different people, different values. Some are saying no, some have said, though they don't do it, they don't even know how to do it. Some are saying, more established ones says, they have companies that are already doing it, or they have people they are doing it for them within their company. So I'm still kind of minimizing it, I mean like strategizing it properly. So why even now deep between that time to now is, before that I was focusing on like different, just everybody. I just wanted to send message to everybody. And I said, okay, let me streamline and focus on one industry, right? Like if I could get into this market of this industry, at the end of the day, it's a high ticket, kind of like a high ticket enough industry. And I'm thinking the people should be able to afford the services. But what part of, like within the 7 days I've been doing, I come to now part of one getting to understand. I'm not understanding perfectly yet. You know, as you're new in the game, you just keep trying. But it seems like people that I know, maybe their commercial system, their commercial system is not yet so solidly in place that, you know, it just doesn't make too much financial sense yet. And not that it doesn't make financial sense yet. Maybe I've not yet refined my process well enough to be able to present it to them in such a way that yes, they'll be able to put that financial commitment. Because for instance now, part of like today now, one of the people I'm working with, I've just started creating, like, instead of I give them the option of, okay, I can create the service for you. Like when I say create the service, now I can create the pages for you, and at least for now, social media pages minus the website. I can create the web pages for you, or you create it yourself and then hand it over to me to manage the ads and create the ads, right? So two people have taken me, like, let's say two people. The first person that I actually spoke with, you know, she wasn't knowledgeable about this. I wanted to take it on. She said she'd send her like a proposal. But when I sent her the proposal, I sent her a proposal of like 20 million. Wait, let me not laugh. But then 20 million to be spread over 3 months. Now, 20 million to be spread over 3 months is for, I think, it was not just for something for, it was not the right fit for her. And that's another thing I've come to understand, right? That, okay, with the industry now, depending on who the client is, if these are industrial players, if I'm meeting an industrial player now, that's someone that is selling properties of billions, and I'm telling him, okay, over 3 months we're going to spend 20 million and we're going to do this and this and this. Now for that level of campaign authority, or for that level of this delivery, they know that yes, if they invest that much, they can make back the 1 billion or something. But now for someone that's probably selling like maybe 50 million and then just get like, maybe, because now I'm trying to understand that the commission level is not always high for everybody, but someone that's getting maybe like a 4 or 5 million, of course 8 million or 20 million over 3 months seems like ridiculous. Like that's like 5 months work to get one sale, not to get one sale, but then at least to build that brand awareness. So and it's like, now, okay, trying to look at part of what I'm not doing is, okay, the prices, and honestly the prices that I gave were prices were even discounted prices. Now when I say discounted prices, I mean discounted price. The most expensive thing in that whole situation was creating the videos, because for her she wanted YouTube videos, and I'm looking at professional setup YouTube videos. And professional setup YouTube videos, they're not cheap. You know, hiring a drone pilot, hiring a videographer and all those things, these are not cheap, and those are the ones that actually cost quite a bit. And I put it to them that, okay, see, these are things that cost quite a bit. Every other thing, you know, in fact, I cut in terms of like PPC, in terms of like my page management and things like that. I actually cut down the price of those so that they don't get as big, because I said, okay, instead of even outsourcing those, I'll do those by myself, you know, right? And then just carry on or something like that. But then by the time I looked at it, you know, for her now, she saw that bill and I'm thinking, man, like, because I was trying to, like, we're discussing, and she just looked like, oh boy, how will she pay that kind of thing? And I would totally understand, because the thing is, in a world, you know, in a nation where people are not used to, you know, what they do now, most people just put them on PLAs, you know, and when they put them on PLAs, and so it's just you upload your picture, you put your description, you wait. And because part of this process has also been researching people that, like, for people that tell me no, I was asking, okay, so the platform you are putting, how long does it take and everything? Some people have told me it takes them less than a week or a week. And their property is also on the product listing sites that they are putting it on, you know. So it's like, okay, yeah, getting to see all these different angles. So by the time I spoke to her, you know that, and I looked at it, okay, for someone like her, if you're a younger agent and you don't have that kind of budget, what would be the most feasible thing for you? Now, some of the things, okay, like a professional video is not necessary if you don't need it, but then when you know that, okay, once or twice, maybe when you want to do the full, like, complete your home tour, or not even home tour, just exceptional shots. Okay, you need a drone shot of this and this. For those particular days, you could rate and create videos to that standard. You know, you don't have to use the best editor. That's great. Even me, because the thing now is, most people are this whole because all the in fact most of the people I'm talking to are actually all marketers, because anyone that puts their product, their listings up, they're actually marketers. They're agents, but they are as agents, they're marketers. So usually they want to in our nation we feel like we must do everything by ourselves. So it's now breaking out of that mode to let them know that you can outsource this service. Now I'm directing the traffic to you as the agent. So you as the agent now, if you have 3 or 4 different or 5 properties, right, and I direct traffic to those properties. Now when the leads come in, if you can't handle everything, they can now end up having somebody else that will also be going out to show these properties for you on your behalf. But then so it's now them getting to know that okay, they can relieve some of the control and do like better eye top view. Where is okay, they say okay, this is the campaign we are running, this is the budget we are putting into it, and then they go ahead. So they don't have to sit down and be doing the clicks and everything. Because the truth is, everybody thinks, oh, social media marketing and digital marketing is all about okay, should I use Facebook every day now? And what's that? Is it not Facebook and Instagram? I just put my thing on it now. I just so they look at it as some people are overlooking it like it's not so difficult. But then the good thing is with the lady, the very first client, we were like, man, she has tried it. She paid over 250,000 to go and learn the course, but then she doesn't have the patience to learn that thing, So, but then of course the pricing. Right then she saw the price. Oh no, I knew it. I know it's sugar. It's not. But I know that at the end of the day, right, is me now with this process now is also trying to refine. Like the person, like just even one of the clients I've been following up with. Today now, what did we start with? Okay, you create the pages. So we are in the stage of create pages. So I took screenshots. Oh yeah, this is how you create a Facebook page. Yeah, create it. So we're walking through that process. So once you create that now, some of them already have these materials. What the materials they have usually, they have the video tours or that they've done with their phones or the pictures they've done with their phones. Usually are ideal enough to actually, if it's clean enough, it's ideal enough to at least give somebody a visual representation of what the property looks like. So I'm thinking some of these things can be used now in terms of the strategy in actually setting up pages, because now we're looking at from a brand, from you are not having any online presence, not having an online presence, is people have to know you first. So now it's just okay, the same principle. Record a small video to introduce yourself, so at least just to first get that brand awareness, right? Everybody that's coming to look at your page and liking your page and things like from that very first introduction of you saying this is what I do, they would use that. Of course, by the time they look through your page and say, oh yeah, you have this property, you have this property. Those that want to make phone calls immediately will make. But first stage is just getting the awareness out with the small script video before we not start even doing the product listings that we'll be pushing out and driving traffic to, and things like that. Because part of the strategy is besides driving traffic to just product listings, we also drive traffic to the page. So some people are coming just to the page. Oh, I need somebody that is an authority in real estate that will be reliable and trustworthy. Okay, we drive traffic to that person's page. Now they come and see all the problems. Oh, okay, is this thing within my jurisdiction? And again, because we are of the interest-based targeting, we are targeting them in such a way that it's not just every random person, but people that are interested in properties or products within this certain class or certain criteria or certain group. So for instance, somebody that is looking at the property from the states, for instance, will know that okay, I'm looking for a property in this state, that this person is an authority within that state. Of course, but now since I'm talking to different agents are doing different things, we shall be strategizing. So it's been interesting because at first it's like, how do you go about it? What do I do? But I never. Fuck it, basically, just start. And I've been starting. And in fact, today, before, part of what I did today, right? For anything. So, after my morning routine, I just said, okay, between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock, all I'm going to be doing, between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock, all I was going to do was prospecting. So, sending out messages. And I did that. In fact, I was surprised that I could do it. I did it, and I got some replies already from those messages. So it's like, okay, now you start seeing like there's a new zeal. The main thing now is actually setting up those campaigns, because it's, everything is time. We keep doing. But then like at least the first step, that first hurdle of just starting is there. So now after at least it's digital marketing. Yeah, by the time one person bites, whatever can come in from that is motivation to also keep continuing. And then now you can now go back, maybe after all this stage now, because I saw many people have over 20-something thousand listings, but of course one agent can have like maybe 30 or 40 something, but 20 something thousand, that's something. And I'm even looking at strictly just sales, so no rental and anything, just sales. So I'm like, okay, we'll keep pushing, and this is just one side. So if I keep doing this, at some point somebody will buy it, right? And then maybe at that point, maybe we'll not see the confidence of, okay, because by that time at least I'll be able to have refined my script or my pitch a bit better, that I can ask that, okay, now let's do phone calls. But phone calls is a bit more expensive at all. But of course, maybe by that time, so all those things will not be stressed. But then, anyhow, at least right now, the post, and it's okay. Although, no, everything is not all rosy and all perfect, because sometimes you still wonder, like, is this worth it? Because sometimes you look at, what do I know that I did everything? But at the end of the day, the little I know is still better than the little somebody else has done. So I'm using that little, and the little I know, I keep building on top of that knowledge. Because for the longest time, I've been wondering, like, wait a minute, isn't it the small thing that we know that we normally used to chop? Really and truly, the small I knew from teaching, I used it to chop, and I was building on it. From knowing nothing in mobile production, basically, in fact, I'll say I knew nothing, because I only did one outdoor event. Not one outdoor event, like one outdoor event that I set up, and even that one which speaker was just normal bedroom speakers that I used for that event, But then getting back to Nigeria, I got to understand real production. We are setting up outdoor events, mobile teaching. I could do that. But it was with the small I knew I bought again, and I started building on it, and I started pitching it, and I started getting clients. I told you the other day, when it came to grills, I did stop. Okay, I knew how to grill, but then jack shit. You just, let's put it together and let's see. But then you get here and you start doing it, and somebody, the clients give you feedback, and then you start refining, and it starts getting better, And that's this. Basically, it's like, I think something just reawoke with me, or something just ignited in me, or something. At least, it's like, wait a minute. Okay, for 3 years I've been banging on this thing. Never, like, I tried. Okay, not I did try the maximum. Actually, I pushed on it, but then now it's like, what am I waiting for? If I say I'm going to keep learning, I'll just keep learning, and I keep learning, and then not actually. But let me start putting it out there. So I started putting it out there, and to me, I'm seeing results. I'm seeing results of it. Of course, as of right now, maybe I've not gotten that final sale where you actually have a credit alert. I know I'm getting there soon. With the opus, I'm getting there. But then it's just to keep on keeping on. So with that little, whatever it is, no matter how small it. I think that's the whole moral of this gist now. No matter how small the thing you think is, as far as it's small enough, somebody else somewhere might just need that service, or might just need that product. So it's now all about you just putting it down. As far as you tried it, so my own approach, for instance, now, what did I try? Because I knew, okay, for my own pages, I tried putting it, but it was not moral enough. So somebody else had got a business idea. So let me be doing it for you. And I started putting all these small things in place. Oh yeah, you set up the page, you do logo. Oh yeah, you put email. Oh yeah, you promote it. With the small insight of that. But that small insight that I looked at as small is a very big insight, because at the end of the day, when I looked at the more established brands and what they are presenting, it is the exact same thing. Maybe on a bigger scale, the exact same thing. It's the same application or the same knowledge that they are applying to do bigger things. So it's like, oh man, no way. The small no matter how small you think as far as you can test it out in any way, it doesn't have to be big. The smallest way you can test it out. Once you've been able to test it out, at least for like a few days, that okay, yes, if it's something that you need to test out, like, see how you can just test it out for a few days, find something you can test it out for. If you not anything, test it out. Then immediately start finding clients, or start putting yourself, just pitching it out, throwing it out there. As of right now, I don't have a website up and running. As of when the actual brand page I want to use for this, I've never done it. I just have different pages that I'm trying to structure. Yeah, what am I going to put on this page? How am I going to put it? But I just have them. Because sometimes it's like when you pitch somebody and somebody looking, wait, the person that is even telling me all this, you don't even have a page, you don't have a website, and I'm pitching it with them, but I'm still pitching it. Because at the end of the day, I know for myself, that was learning this story, it was from Jim Sharp or one of this guy, Bradley. There was a guy he had on, and he said one person wanted to build their own people, but he said until he builds for 1,000 people, he will not build his own. Me too, same strategy. I'm going to build my own. I've created a page. I don't even know what the communications company is going to be called, but then at least I'm putting it out there, like, okay, let's implement strategies. Like for instance, I want to get page likes from like based in Nigeria now, getting page likes from the States, it's not cheap to get. Unlike in Nigeria, that you could get page likes for as low as maybe 10 naira per click. Even with almost almost $1 could not get you a like. I don't know, maybe it's my optimization because all these things testing. But even almost $1 could not get you one. You got okay with $2. I got 3. So that's that's not normally you say it's like meant to be like 10 cents per click or something like that. But then man, but then our Nigerian currency safe we thank God. But then it's like all this testing and all these strategies, you keep saying, okay, these are outputs, these are outputs, these are outputs. And you keep refining it, but you keep on keeping on. That's the main thing. So no matter how small the thing you think they will be, just put it out there. Find somebody, find platforms. Because I've been using these platforms for years, but it never occurred to me that I could actually use them to source leads too, right? Until I decided one day, okay, how do I apply what I know? And in fact, God's grace, you know me trying to apply what I know. So it's a situation of, okay, I have this. It's the same thing. I have this in my hand. I don't want to waste it. What can I put it into? From what can I put it into, now begin to, I could find the same way I want to put it into something. I could also find advertise this thing like this, and that's it. And that's what I've been working with. So you guys, anybody who is listening, no matter how small, whatever you think is, just put it out there. Really and truly put it out there. Just try. Getting 1,000 no's is not the problem. It's just you keep trying. And with each no you get, find out something from them. If it's something that, okay, how are they doing their own? Is it working? How fast does it work? Or you find a way to fine tune it, and you'll keep building your question list and things like that till you refine it, till you get that one that will say yes, and then you get another one that will say yes. But keep on keeping on, stay strong and be safe. Cheers.